Hey, we're going live. What's up, guys? How's it going? All right, we are doing the Thursday stream. What should the title be? Title should be Manga Nami Close, because it is. Manga Nami Close. We've got some Ascended Heroes coming, and we got some Fujibanko Volume 2 English coming, but those won't be here for a little while. So I can't make that the title today. Picking a new lightning break. And we should have a little funny. What should be the funny? Let's see. Fighting the Pope, maybe. All right. There we go. All right. Let's jump over here. What do we got at here? We're going live for Thursday day. Very good. All right. And very good. Ooh. I'll go ahead and delete this. And I'll delete this. Ms. Alexis just got paid. So I'm missing money. Let's hit refresh over here. Let's see. Stay logged into this trusted device. Should I? Nope, that's good. Let's go ahead and pin the website real fast. Okay. Very nice. Hey, what's up, guys? Wait here. I'm going to come back, says Mr. Lucas. Mr. Lucas is going to come back. Hey, what's up, guys? Wait here. I'm going to come back. That's me. Let's grab a link to the website and pin it. With or without taxes coming out? Oh my God, taxes, man. So there we go. I've pinned the website. Speaking of taxes, I should put more money away for taxes. I got to build a big old money ball for taxes. I haven't paid mine yet. We're not even close to paying our taxes yet. We're still working on, they're still doing bookkeeping, and we're working on this Missouri Nexus thing that has to be paid. Ugh, it takes so much to get it done, man. It is so much work. All right, so I believe we're ready to go. Says I need to print some labels here. Do I need to print some labels? Let's turn the iPad on. It's already 1:50. I woke up later and later and later, and so we're turning into the old schedule, but I don't intend for that to continue. We're gonna jerk it back to starting earlier and getting it on track and all that. All right, let's click on this. Can we watch this? What if we watch this? What if we want to see the live comments? Can we see the live comments? No? Man, that sucks. Let's close this. What is this music? This Minecraft music? Jesus, it's like sad. It's just Minecraft, bro. All right, we're gonna click on this. Yo, bros, let's work if you move to a state with no state taxes, Mr. Senior McMuffin. Yeah, that's true. That is true, isn't it? All right. Good evening. It's Miss Alexandra. You got a lot of slabs with me, Miss Alexandra. All right, what do we got here? Turn this down a little bit. I suspect this is new Minecraft music. All right. How many? I don't know. I just remember you had a bunch, right? Unless you shipped them. Wait, did you ship recently? I don't remember if you shipped recently. There we go. I don't think you shipped recently, did you? I'm afraid to ask. Oh, we are. All right. Here's this. You probably have a decent amount then. You probably built a couple up, huh? There we go. We can grab some of these. Wanted to wait until my submissions have returned. Oh, yeah. Always waiting for the submissions to come back, man. We finished pricing up the latest tag submission, so that's all back. Now we get to go back to rotations and pricing, maybe like abandoned slabs and just special things, whatever we run into. Well, let me grab all these. All right. All right. And here we are. Very nice. All right. Ooh. Oh. TCC, how many spots left in the Rocket Pack break? 4. Just 4 spots. It's closer to the end than you think. I like to save these little baggies because I reuse them to make the junk packs, which are pretty popular. We're almost out of them again. People like junk. They go, give me some of that junk. Look at these nice little cards. Let's see. Look at these nice little cards. Little Polyrath, little Dark Houndoom. We ran into that yesterday. Little Snorlax XY. It's nice. Lord of the Rings. That's nice. Rapidash just arrived. Flareon. Ooh, $180 for that. But I feel like it's probably a $300 card. That's how I feel. So I felt like it was the wrong price. That's why we bought it. Sometimes you look at a card and you go, I think that's the wrong price. Yeah? You guys ever do that? All right. Welcome, guys. Welcome. It's me, Mr. Cardconomist, home of the what? What are we the home of? Home of Pokemon breaks. Joseph Smith says he'll take a Trump pack. All right. Mr. Joseph Smith, 1 Trump pack. Oh, here we go. Very good. They're fighting with the Catholic Church, bro. I heard the Speaker of the House come out and he was like arguing against the Pope. And then just like an hour ago, an article came out stating that I don't know what state it was. One of the states, they shut down like an $11 million contract with the Catholic Church. Damn, bro. There we go. Here's a Playboy. That's not a Trump card, sadly. Playboy. That's also not a Trump card, sadly. Playboy and Playboy. No Trump card in this booster. What it do, what it be? Everything from tag got a 10 or even a pristine, so I'm very pleased. Sweet. Oh, yes. Tag's fast too, huh? Like, if you graded with PSA, you're still waiting on your PSA return. But if you graded with tag, tag's kind of done. They're fast. They're like, we'll get your cards out. Here's Snorlax. Here's Look. Here's Mickey Mouse. Nobody wants you, Mickey Mouse. Poor Mickey Mouse. This slab did not do well, huh? I think I'll put him up on the table for sale. He's in an old holder, actually. I wonder if I should get him reholdered. Yeah, it's an old PSA holder. Service a la carte. All right, so we had it at $200, 111. I'm sorry, $20, 111. Let's price this bad boy up for just $200. All right. Okay. Very good. Mickey Mouse. Some cool Mickey Mouse cards, huh? That's what happens if a break can't get any traction. We reset it. Now, I believe I have some fresh slabs that do need pricing. These were abandoned for like 2 years, so they're quite old. So we got a couple of fresh slabs to price up here. Welcome, guys, to the Thursday Pokemon card live stream. Look at that Golduck. I found a restock on Ascended Hero, so I'm pretty happy with. So when that arrives, we'll be lowering the price a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Every bit counts, you know. But that'll be good. That should increase sales on Ascended. What's turnaround for tag? Maybe like 2 months. 2 months. With PSA, it's really rough right now. I think it's like 3 or 4 months, or 5 or 6 or 7. So whatever they say it is. So this is Blue Poker Set Golduck, and I can tell you with almost certainty that this will turn into a 10. A 10. You know how I know this? Because I've already crossed a bunch of them. I cracked a bunch of those and cross-graded them to PSA successfully. I'm not going to do that here because I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to do it. The time and the investment isn't worth it to me. I've got, I own a lot of poker cards. So for me, I might as well just go grab a different poker card and grade it than fix this one. Well, I can't even find a Golduck for sale or last sold. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought there would be a couple of these for sale. All right, here they're all listed under the term playing card. So That's PSA's fault, man. PSA didn't want to call them poker cards. It wanted to call them playing cards. I hate that term though because it's a very broad term, right? Like the Tarukas are playing cards. Old Maid is a playing card, so it's very confusing. But here we go. Let's go ahead with ended recently. So it looks like this side duck recently ended. This gold duck recently ended for like $90. And seeing how this is a 9.5, we're gonna do a much lower price. We're gonna do $50. This is a great price on a poker card, and it's all because I'm too lazy to fix it. If that was a PSA 10, it would be the full 90. Here's a Venomoth. He graded 7. Very pretty, though. But he did grade 7. What made him grade 7, I wonder? Like, yeah, the edges aren't perfect. I don't know. 7's an awfully low grade. It makes you wonder, like, what if I just pop this out and send it off to CGC or something? Would I get like an 8? Would I get a 9? All right, 7 it is. Let's leave it up. BGS calls them poker. Yeah, and I like to call them poker too because that's the most notable card game you're going to play with them. You could call it bridge, you could call it go fish, you could call it solitaire, whatever you want. They're technically playing cards, right? But the thing is, poker is such a great name for them because it really makes you think. Old playing cards are really only relevant for one game, poker. That's the game you see played on TV. That's the ESPN game that people play with these cards. I think it was the correct move because when you hear the word poker, you go, oh, these kind of playing cards, you know? But the problem with the term playing card in general is too broad. Again, it could mean old maid, it could mean taruka, it could mean all kinds of things. And so when you go search playing cards, you get all kinds of returns when what you really mean is Pokemon poker. So now you got this rift where when you're searching for poker cards online, you have to search both terms. You have to search poker card and you have to search playing card. And in fact, in Japan, when they were selling these cards, what you had to search was for poker, and the other term you had to search for was Trump. There was a game called Trump, not the president, but an actual card game called Trump. And the Japanese thought of these cards as Trump cards, not as playing cards. It's too broad. So it's pretty cool. I guess I'll go with the 40 on this Venomoth. Very pretty card. Texas Hold'em, sometimes Trump deck. Oh yeah, William Wafter just said that. Yeah, so in Japan they would call them a Trump deck. And what is this little dot doing here? Huh, that's so interesting. This got like a little. This says Gem Mint on it, but it's got a little asterisk there. Is it just because of the signature? This is dirty. It needs like to be cleaned almost. So this was another thing I found. Okay, this is a Cardconomist signature card on a Fire Energy card. And this was abandoned. It looked like it had last sold for $30. So I'm just going to put it back up here for $30. This got abandoned over 2 years ago. That's my signature. I guess this is kind of rare. This doesn't show up on the table very often. There it is. If you find that fun. What's your TCG about? All right, let's see if we got any business. William Wafter's here. He wants a little business. He says 50 for slab away and $9 for shipping. Bag and slabs. William Wafter. You got it, William. Congratulations, William. Let's see what you finished. Slab away. There it is. William Wafter. He's got the Stadium Charmeleon. You know, I really think you did a good job on that card. I kind of talked it up that day, and then I went back to the market to go see what poker cards were going for, and they're doing much better than the price of that Charmeleon. So I think you got this guy at a good price. Yes. So here we are. Another example of a playing card. Look at that. He looks weird, right? You're almost like, why does he look so doofy? But it's no accident. This is from a video game. And Pokemon video game cards tend to do very well. All right, now you have a bag down here, I believe. William Wafter. You didn't have 2 bags, did you? No. Who's this? Wild Beer. Oh, I'm going to have to keep that in mind. Wild Beer ordered shipping. I brought his slabs up today, so we're closer to working on that now. All right, shipping time. You sure did, and it worked on me. All right, let's see. It's a cool card. Hold on to it. Don't sell it. Give it time, okay? I've been holding on to my poker cards for years, and although it's taken a long time, they've gone up a lot. All right, here we go. Now we're just waiting for it to calculate the price. It's Vault. What's up, man? You fight other people, collect from planets and trade cards. I'm holding all poker cards. Yeah, poker is like when you go shopping online for Pokemon cards, everything's unbelievably expensive. Unbelievably expensive. Then you get these poker cards. They're like from 1996, 1998, 2000. They're really old. They're true vintage. And they're what, like $100 or something? Is 150? It's like nothing. And so you think to yourself, it's like, these will go up just because they're so off the target compared to all other cards. They're so cheap compared to any other Pokemon card. People are going to collect these just because they're way cheaper. Like they're going to go to the market to go buy a Charmeleon, and every other Charmeleon is going to be like $500, and then this one's going to be 180. And it's like, why is this one so cheap? So he has an easy chance to go up in price just because of that. All right, so there you go. Label is printed. Miss Alexis doesn't come in till Friday to do the shipping. Mister, the Venom card should stay with you, maybe in the Cool Kids box. Oh, here it is. It is in the Cool Kids box. Ooh. All right. Very cool. He's nice. That was a great pull. Look at that Gyarados Tag 9 trade card. Umbreon for $100, and that's underpriced. It last sold for like no, actually I think it last sold for 100, but the cheapest buy now is like 125. So ours is cheaper than eBay by a lot. All right. Let me hit refresh. It's a nice looking Umbreon. You want to see the Umbreon up close? Maybe we should save them for Halloween. We save them for a Halloweeny. Ivan Rodriguez says he'll take the fire energy. All right, you got it, Mr. Ivan. I thought you might be interested in that. I just found that today. All right. You can get bookmarks and bands, the bands to get information about unreleased things like cards. How far are we on the Team Rocket? I think there's 4 spots left on the Rocket. All right. Very cute. Let's see. Yeah, that was an old abandoned signature. How interesting. There we go. Now, we have some more cards we need to test, actually. These are being tested. Alexander Jimenez, Alexander Cortez, and Alejandro Lopez Jr. We just need to test and see when these were purchased. Some cards sit in the box for a really long time. Let's get it done. What we're planning on doing here is handing out a date on these. Alexander Jimenez. Am I spelling that right? It looks like it's spelled right. Let me toss that into here. All right, here it is. No, that's Coeli Jimenez. Alexander Jimenez. One of the key details here is the age of the certification number is very old. And then this Charizard, I don't sell or buy this Charizard except for back in 2020 when we actually had Champion's Path. And so his name's not showing up. Let's see. His name's not showing up at all. Let's see if it's really that old. There's a very high chance it's from. PayPal. So I'm going to sign into PayPal. Create a passkey. I don't want to create a passkey. Stop trying to make me make a passkey. PayPal sucks, bro. Are you doing Oddish Day on 420? Yes, sir. We got a couple Oddishes saved up for that. Hey, it says our sales volume, which if you recall last week was down, this week is up 1.2%. So we've caught back up to where we should be. That's cool, isn't it? All right. We're going to search activity custom. We're going to have the start date be a really long time ago. How far back does it go? It only goes back to 2023. All right, so there we go. Okay, we're going to apply filters. It only returns Coeli Jimenez. So I do believe that this guy's name's not showing up in my system because it's so old, the system doesn't save it anymore. All right, so this is an abandoned slab. Another key giveaway is this number 36 up here. It implies we sold it very cheap. All right. Now, Alexander Cortez. That was a practice I did a very long time ago. That's how I knew to check this one. This one says it's a paid off slab away. Alexander Cortez. He was last here on 8/23. This is a very old slab. He was here on 8/5/2023. That was 3 years ago. Almost a full 3 years. Looks like he paid off a Pikachu Zekrom and then never shipped it. Crazy. We're going to mark that. And then Alejandro Lopez. So that one will go back down. It's too valuable. I don't want it. But the little Charizard, that one will be taken. Alejandro Lopez. You got to think if you bought it back then in 2023, the card was probably worth about 200 or something. All right. Alejandro Lopez Jr. This is also not showing up. Lopez. All right. Another card that doesn't even show up in the system. Look at that. So here's my theory on this card. I'm pretty sure we graded this. New emojis? What? Any good ones? Cages? Whoa, look at that. I believe this is likely our card that we graded, and it graded so long ago that it has the 4.8 certification. Because I'm pretty sure I would personally never purchase a Vaporeon 9. I wouldn't purchase that. Maybe now I would purchase it because cards are so expensive. Let's see, PSA 9, Vaporeon. All right, let's see. Actually, no. Here's one that was purchased. It was purchased back in 2022. Okay, let's zoom in. And it's not the same cert. So that's a 9 that was purchased back in 2022 and has a cert of like 5.4 at the end, or at least it starts with this a 6, not a 4. So I did purchase one for some reason. So that guy is abandoned. And I'm pretty sure we graded this guy, and this guy does not even show up in our system. Very similar to the other Alexander. There they are. Two very old cards. And this is clearly abandoned as well. It's from 8/23. Paid off Pikachu Zekrom. I am curious what that goes for now. When he finished paying this back in 2023, it was not worth very much. But it wasn't free. But now it's probably worth something. And why would he abandon it, I wonder? You know, why would people do that? You think I say something distasteful and they go, I don't even want to see this guy again, and then they run away? So it looks like today this card's a $680 card. I don't know what the possibility could be, but we'll put it back down. We don't want this one. It's too expensive. These other two will be taken back in. I believe that's an abandoned Vaporeon and an abandoned Charizard. Mister, I hope you're well. I'm busy working while listening to you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. The Vaporeon's like 450. Oh, so the Vaporeon's not cheap either. So let me look one more time. let me search Lopez Jr. I'll search Lopez Jr. But you know, I don't recognize the names either. That's another clue. Like if I'm doing business with a Mr. Alejandro Lopez Jr., I would remember that. It's easy to remember a name like Junior. We had an Edwin Lopez back in 2024. Alejandro Lopez. All right, let's see. Nothing. Nothing. All right. Now this is such an old transaction that is not even in the email system. That's a sign that this is a 4 to 5 year old slab that has just been sitting in our boxes. And again, it all makes sense. Most likely, this was graded by us and it got a 9, and it was in the search of the 4.8s. When we started the channel, the grading was in the 4s. And then look, in like a year, it's in the early 5s. So this was probably all the way back from 2020 or 2019, this card right here. And this one clearly is from 2020. They're both abandoned. We run into slabs like that. I don't usually mess with them because they're so nice. But, once they reach a certain age, it's like, all right, nothing's happening with this card. It's got to go. Here's Danny, 1 box of Sneaker Bunko, please, mister. All right, Danny, let's go get your box, Mr. Danny. Yeah, I'm not going to wait for a card to make it to like 20 years old. Boom. Beautiful. All right. Of course, back then, a PSA 9 Vaporeon like that would cost $70 at best. It would cost almost nothing. Probably not even 70. Probably cost like $45. You might find that hard to believe, but all the way back then, buying a PSA 10 Vaporeon Japanese was considered a junk card because you could just buy the English version. So no one even bothered with Japanese. If you bought and collected Japanese Pokemon in 2020 or 2019, it's because you were doing an experiment. That was an experimental idea back then. And those cards were virtually worthless. You could buy all day long, you could buy Japanese PSA 10s for $100. So yeah, I would bet that that card was more like it could be as low as $25 in a PSA 9. So he could have left that and been like, man, I don't care. Oh, mister, I want the Vaporeon. If he really is 450, that's an expensive enough range for him to turn into a break. Yeah. We like to break cards that are considered unique, highly prized. We turn those into breaks. Not all of them, but quite a few, because I run out of them. I gotta have some break cards, break. Here goes one whole box. Danny, are you watching, Jeff? All right, Jeff. You gotta watch and see if he snipes a big Siggy, right? Let's see. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's the pink-haired girl with her face being very swanky. Here's a hollow. Swanky's maybe not the right word. How do I say lustful chagrin? Okay, you should email the Pikarom guy. I don't even have his email, so if I cannot find him in my email system, he can't. Like if there was a way for me to look him up, like for example with PayPal, it just showed me I can only go as far back as like 2023. We are here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Oh wait, maybe. Oh, I'm thinking of the other two guys. Yeah, maybe he is contactable. Here's the full art. I see people like the freaky cards. I like the freaky cards, man. You got a problem with freaky cards? Yeah, what we got? Freaky cards are serious business. Like these girls, bark for me. Bark, bark, bark. All right. What is this? It's a signature, Mr. Danny. Wow. Don't show that to Kara Nichols. She really likes those characters. I know because every time she has me open a box of this stuff, she's always telling me to look for these characters. Wow. So nice. So good. All right, so that is one of the signatures from that Sneaker Bunko case. I felt like it was time for one of those to come out. We've pulled quite a few boxes out of there. Very good. Was that a good signature? I don't even know. DK Weiss is the freaky deaky set. Remember when I pulled 2 Japanese Blaze Charizard and graded with you and came both 10, and I still have both of them, which are now worth 3K each. What? You kept both of them? Damn, bro. That is an elite move, man. That was a good choice. Because for a long time, those Charizards were only worth about $400. And when they broke $1,000 in value, that was kind of shocking. So for a very long time, those Charizards were only worth 400 apiece. So to go from 400 to 3,000, I mean, it's almost times 10. It's not quite times 10. It's like times 8. Wow, man. That is a lucky move that you weren't tempted to sell. We are. A lot of people sold their Pokemon cards and they severely regret it. All right. Ooh. When you got something nice, you got to keep it. That's for you, Mr. Danny. Danny says, let's go. You might be on a delay, Mr. Danny, because you just said let's go like 5 minutes after I pulled it. You might be on a delay. Let's go ahead and put you in here, Mr. Danny. Pull and sit. You want to see that Siggy again? Ooh, you want to see the back of the card? Ah, all right, there you have it. Boop. We can always send that to PSA for you if you like having us do that for you. Seems like we're building quite a PSA submission up this time. I'm noticing there's a lot of cards going out. TCG Republic says it's a $500 slab, $500 card. Damn, bro. Oh, you're not on a delay. You were looking it up, weren't you? You were looking it up. I bought 6 Moonbryons when they were 150. I sold almost all of them at the $560 range. So you thought you were a genius when you did that. Wish I would have kept them all. Yeah, I feel you, Mr. Mays. Mr. Mays, even I thought that the modern Pokemon cards would fail. And then I was wrong. So, you just don't know what's going to happen next. You can make an educated guess, but in the end, the market will decide and not you, not your opinion. So that card's done well, and I think it's still going up, isn't it? Isn't it? I made a similar mistake pretty early on myself. I owned a PSA 10 Dark Charizard, and I owned like 3 of them, and I'd purchased one for 800 and 2 of them for 1,000. And I sold them for like $100 over what I paid for them. 2 of them I did. And I thought I was like brilliant or something for doing that. This was really early on. Actually, it might have been the story. I might be telling the story wrong. Might be that I bought it for 800 and then sold it for 1,000. I think that's the story. Because all I remember is I made like $100 or $200, some nice little amount. And I thought back then, I'm a genius. I just made $200 out of nothing. I didn't even do anything. The car just came to me and then went to the next guy. And I was so shocked by the whole idea of it. It was very shocking because it was so easy. And now the card is like a $20,000 card. All I had to do was hold them. And yeah, so anytime you sell a top quality card, you're betting against the Pokemon market. That's what you're really doing. You're betting against it. You're saying, I don't think this market's going to do very well. Now, I have to sell something because that's the nature of the entertainment on this channel. So I got to sell something. So, for example, Joey Albrecht, he's got a nice Dark Charizard he's got. And that has done really well for him too. So I'm still selling nice vintage cards, but my rule is if I sell one, I have to replace it with another one. That's my rule. So if I sell a Dark Charizard now, I have to replace it with something of an equivalent value. That's how we do it, and we do red labels. All right, let's see. Kind of like a Poke loan. I like that rule. Crazy prices. I got one of those in a 10. So, okay, this guy's not terribly expensive. He's pretty cheap, actually. Um, what shall we do with it? It could be a very short break. He could be a gym break. Um, he could go into the Pokey Shuffles. Oh, he's going in the Pokey Shuffles. That's the best idea. I already figured it out, guys. He's going in the. Well, I don't know. I feel like I could add a premium onto him and turn him into a break, and the premium makes me a little better than the Pokey Shuffle box. Ooh, what to do? What to do? Hmm. Could put a premium on him and put him into the live customs. A card like this could easily get away with the premium. That's one of the things I've learned. Like if you put a premium on, I don't know, what's a stupid Pokemon? Clawitzer or something like that. Corva fish or whatever those are called. If you put a premium on an unpopular Pokemon, no one cares. Everyone's like, I'm out of here. If you put a premium on a cool Pokemon, people will be like, I don't care. I'm taking my shot. We are. So I say what we do. Let's have a very short lightning break. Let's have a very short gym break. This could be a gym break. This is a gym break. All right. $40 1 in 3 gym break. We still got to find a lightning break. What do you guys walks out with Charizard? The outcome's pretty fast. Thank you, Mr. Danny. Appreciate the order today. Kevin Vu, 1 Nami spot. I also kept the first edition Hollow Dark Blastoise that I pulled with you, which also graded PSA 10, and that is now a $16,000 card. Oh my God, dude, that's crazy. You are so lucky for holding those, man. Wow. I don't know how much money you've spent with me, but as long as you kept the most important cards, I think you're probably at least at the break-even point or actually making money. That's crazy because if I think about it, you probably paid between $200 and $600 for that Blastoise booster pack, right? And so to go from 600 to 16,000, whatever money you lost over here or wasted over here, you could get it all back if that card just actually sells for 16,000. That's nuts, man. All right, here's this Nami spot. Pokemon's crazy. You're not the first person to tell me these stories. I've heard a lot of stories like this. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of stories like this. People will stop and tell me how good they're doing. It's super cool. All right. I got Darkzard, Shiny Tyranitar, Crystal Guardians Trico for Mister, and I won it for $40. Crystal Guardians Trico, huh? That Crystal Guardians Trico is probably like 2 to 4,000 now, isn't it? Let's see. Crystal Guardians Trico. I remember hosting that. That was a certain time period. Look, here's a psychic Crystal Guardians Trico. 6,780 with 47 watchers, meaning a lot of people are really considering it. Unbelievable. That's why I refuse to sell my crystal Charizards for very cheap because after I made that video, there are guys who came forward and they're like, well, last sold's 30,000 or something like that. And I'm like, I'm not selling this for 30,000. Are you nuts, dude? They're all like, well, you got to sell it at the last sold price. No, I don't. The card's going to be worth way more than that. It's like maybe one of the hardest to acquire Charizards in existence. All right, Kevin Vu, you're in the Nami break. Let's go grab the Nami manga and mark it 28. There it is. Thank you for the likes today, guys. I know we need a new giveaway card. One of those watchers was me because a man can dream. The packs were about 400 each back then. From $400 plus probably $40 to grade it or something like that, right? So $440 to $16,000. I mean, that's just crazy. And man, I don't even know what to think about that. Hopefully the market just keeps going up too, right? Like, so it's 16,000 today. Hopefully it slowly but surely travels up to like 50K or something like that. The queue is empty. So that gives me more time to play around and price up cards, which I guess that's what we'll do. Here's that Vaporeon. Let's take a quick look at Vaporeon. He's a serious card. All right. Vaporeon Jungle Japanese. So I don't know what happened with these cards. Back in the day, this was like a $40 card. It was nothing. Like people didn't even want it. If it was a 10, they'd be like, 150. It was worthless. Now the PSA 9's 350. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know what to think. So it's around 350 divided by 40. We will save this one for a future break. He's big enough to be a break, just like we were saying. All right, that is being saved. 3 years ago, I was giving out Japanese vintage as freebies for purchasing off my eBay. No! You're giving away the farm. All right, we have this Team Rocket Zapdos, got a 9.5. It's an absolutely gorgeous card, and BGS just says, no, you get a 9.5. We are cracking this. I'm not giving it up for $0. It's such a good card. I love the Team Rocket set. So nice. Grab all these. I think these are all meant to be cracked. Yeah, flatten corners, regrade, crack, CGC, downgrade. Oh, downgrade. Should I go through that? Oh, man, I don't want to, but I probably should. All right. Maybe they will reward me if I do. I do it. I do it right away if I knew they were going to reward me. Is 45 for PSA, right? Yes, that's right. And you'll want to do PSA with that one because tag won't actually accept it. Tag does not grade those unless they're English. Tag's really picky. Miss out on a lot of business that way. BGS slabs got to be some of the easiest slabs to open. They're just really strong plastic that doesn't break very easily. So you get to undo the stickiness between the layers without it exploding in your hands. Maybe I'll just keep doing it with the... I don't want to rip it apart like a big strong man. I just want to take it easy. I'm stronger than the... I'm stronger than the encapsulation. There it goes. It did explode. All right. That side's good. Try this again now. Oh, yes. Goes. I can just tear this apart with my big, strong man hands. Grr. Hey, ladies. Damn, I missed the bare hands break. I think it was fun to sort of test the strength of the encapsulation back in the day, but now I just want my card out nice and clean. That's the only thing that matters. So, I guarantee you this card just regrades into a 10. What a lovely card. I hear some stomping around out there. Okay, there we go. Mister, I want more dreamlike oceans. It sold out yesterday. All six booster boxes sold. We have more coming, and the restock was more expensive. So it's slightly more expensive this time. The product is going to be 5.5. How crazy is that? I'm scared to buy a lot of it too because God, this card is so clean. I can't believe I wasted my money sending it to Beckett. Freaking Beckett, dude. Oh, there's a white speck on the bottom right-hand corner. Maybe that's why I got a 9.5. All right, we'll see how it does. We are? Maybe it does turn into a 9. We'll have to see. All right. That's the risk of regrades. Some of them do not upgrade. Some of them do upgrade. The real question is, who do we grade this with? PSA or tag? I'm sending it to PSA. Okay. Off to PSA he goes. Wishing for a 10. I love seeing your collection, says the Conqueror. Thanks, man. Here's a cheap Raichu. Really nice. Here's the binder break. We fattened it up a little bit. So the binder break has its core cards already in it, like this beautiful Zekrom. Look at this Zekrom and Mew. Isn't that great? Beldum, Kyogre. Look at this Gyarados. Isn't that great? So the core cards are already here. And now we start adding in a lot of extra stuff, like these holographic yellow border cards from 2021, 2021, 2021, 2021. Any of those graded 10, they would do very well for you. Of course, you don't have to grade them. You can just put them in your binder. Give me Raichu, says 6. He's pretty affordable. He's only 35. William Wafter's back. He says, send the Venom to PSA. All right, Venom off to PSA. Look at this, everybody. Wow. You know, I haven't really gotten any new Marvel cards in a long time. Maybe I should be doing that a little bit. Here we go. My focus over the last year has been pretty much just Pokemon. And that's because the Pokemon market has been just super hot. Super hot. So it's a good thing we focused in that market and didn't miss too much of the big moments. All right, the queue's empty. Here's Scolipede. Here's Umbreon. Here's Hitmon, Lee, and Hitmonchan. How cool is that? Last night was crazy. Last night was super, super, super busy. We had some new guys buying. And it was just going nuts last night. Ah, pristine Gardevoir. Wow, cool, man. What to do with all these nice pristine cards, huh? Let's see. Looks like somebody tried to place a website order there. Man, that is so cool. See that? All right, let's get a. I put it in a PSA sleeve, huh? Why'd I do that? Lupa said hi. What's up, Lupa? So when it's pristine, I like to point to it with the marker. All right, very good. And pristine Gardevoir. I like to do like triple or quadruple the price I would have sold it at. So I think this card would have sold for about 40. So let's do 120. There it goes. Pristine Gardevoir. The real question is, when should I take all of my pristine tag cards and cross them over to BGS? Wouldn't that be an amazing video, actually? That would be a wild video to watch. I missed the bare hand breaks, says Mr. Senior McMuffin. Okay, I already read that. Let's hit refresh. And here we have Mr. Ivan. He's jumping in. He says the Zard and the Raichu. All right, you've lost your chance. He's buying the Zard outright. Whoa, I did not expect that. You got it, man. Here you go. Well, that makes you the large buyer today, Mr. Ivan. You're in the #1 spot. Okay. Unisigi Chase is fire. Yeah, let's try and get a lot more of that product. I also today placed an order for Fujibunko Volume 2. So we're going to have some of that. You might be able to try to snipe the signature out of there if you're lucky. Mr. Ivan, you shouldn't have. Let's choose a giveaway for today, shall we? I got some cards sitting over here to be handled as giveaways. Let's see. There's the ZELLE giveaway for those who are blessed by the Lord and chosen to use ZELLE. We're going to do this card right here. This is one of those tops cards that nobody seems to buy. This is Halo Tops. People do buy Tops cards, but they are Halo cards, I should say, but they pretty much want them to always be 10. So it's hard to sell the ones that aren't 10. So this is a vintage Tops Halo card. And Ivan, we're going to put you in there for free. You're going to be in there for free. Getting this giveaway ready. There we go. Well, we have kind of a lower viewership right now. We were really busy yesterday night. Kind of interesting. I wonder if you got to show just the right thing on screen or say just the right thing in the title or something. All right, so this shall say free. Our keyword for free cards is free. And then Mr. Ivan, I'm going to put you right in the top. Ivan Rodriguez. Cool, man. Mister, do I get on the ZELLE giveaway? Oh, yeah, the ZELLE giveaway. Let's see. You know what? I think you do get on the ZELLE giveaway, Mr. Williams. Let's go grab it. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, your name's not on here yet, so let's put you in there. William Wafter. There it goes. Very nice. Very nice. We used the money saved in ZELLE to host giveaways for you guys. It's pretty cool, right? Ooh, look at that Mombreon. Everyone is out and protesting. Are they actually? Let me have a sip. What are they protesting? Probably protesting for more Pokemon. Why don't we take a stop and show off all the slabs in the Poke Shuffles, the $5 shuffles. Kind of like $5 footlongs. But I'm not Jared. Here's Vaporeon. Houndoom. Houndoom solid. Rapidash. Abra. Magikarp. Sylveon. Showing off all the cards. Oh, this doesn't belong in here. This goes in the live customs. Oops. I put that in the wrong box, clearly. All right, here's Scyther. Wow, that's cool. Scolipede, Lugia, Charmander, Mufasa, Taiwanitol, Kangaskhan. Mr. sent 30 for the Muck. All right, Muck is sold. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here's Zatu, Magmar, Ditto, Clefairy, Heliolisk, Electrode, Bulbasaur. We got the Bulbasaur. Perfect timing. I sent for an order with the shuffle. Here's Lugia. Here's Gyarados. Here's Mimikyu. Here's Rhydon. Here's Mew. Here's Meowscarada. Here's the chase card, which is this Rayquaza VMAX from Blue Sky Stream. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest back in here. There was still more to show off, but I showed off a bunch of them. Let's get back to it. Saw that big $100 card. Guess that Blue Sky Stream set's really expensive now, huh? Ugh, that's heavy. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to click on these and delete them. We have an order from Mr. Ivan Rodriguez. He wants the Muck. All right. What did I pay for that Charizard, I wonder? Good. Slept all day, felt amazing. Ooh. Good. People want to know if you take food stamps for Pokies. You know, we always joke about that, but I've actually looked up if I could really do that, and it's super illegal. So the answer has to be no. Can't do it. All right, we have a Jeff Leon order, and it says 5 of the Pokemon Surprise, 5 of the Sneaker Bunker Volume 2, and 1 Poke Shuffle. All right, let's see if you get a big snipe out of there. You could get a big snipe out of there. Pony Pop Cookie. Oh, wow. Pony Pop Cookie. Boop. 1 Clam Pearl. Sorry. No luck there. Now, 5 to 151. Still hoping to pull us a Pikachu Gengar, which has not happened. But I believe that we can do it. I believe. If you believe, I believe. There it is. So we still have to choose a lightning break. I did put up a Charizard there, and he was supposed to be like a lightning break, but he was gobbled up right away. Russ says, damn. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then we need 5 of the White Sneaker Bunker Volume 2. Oh, we need a fresh box of that too. Okay. Ooh. Very good. Oh. You got the red hair girl. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Food for Pokemon cards. There we go. There we go. I wonder what kind of things we could trade for Pokemon cards with each other. Oops, what did I just do? All right, this goes into this bag. Like, I wonder if you guys have like a skill or like an object or something like that that you could give me, and I'll give you more Pokemon. Just one idea is hand-drawn cards, by the way, because I really do have the ability to sell hand-drawn cards all day. So if you're able to draw really good quality hand-drawn cards, we could get a little thing going between us where you draw me something, I encapsulate it, I pay you maybe a flat fee per card, and then I'm able to sell it for whatever I can sell it for. Or maybe it's more like a profit split. So like you get X percentage of the sale. Snipping this. All right. So hand-drawn cards are very interesting to me. I've sold a couple of Quips cards. Did you look up the legality of trading sardines for cards? I looked it up and it said perfectly legal. All right, what we got here? We got a hollow. Dude, I ate some eggs and lentils for breakfast today. There's these really yummy pre-made lentils. You can find them at Walmart. They're like Indian lentils. They're pretty good. And the moment I started eating them, I felt so overwhelmingly full. It's so weird. The Wegovy does not stop me from craving food at all. Like I want to eat so bad, but it just like punishes me the moment I start eating. Yeah. And so when we started the stream, I was nauseous already. Here's this guy. Ooh. All right, no Siggy popping out, but you do pull another full art Venusaur. A lot of full art Venusaurs pop out of this set, I noticed. Here's Omastar, Blasty Boy, Onyx, and Zero. There you have it. Thank you so much, Mr. Jeff. Wow, wow, wow. I use Setbound, and it's the same for me. There. Tossing that. Very good. I wish what it had done, I wish it had like reduced my desire to eat, but it doesn't work that way. Just makes you feel bad for eating. I hear for some people it reduces their desire, and I'm jealous of that idea. All right, there we go. Ooh, look at this. Oh, not bad, not bad, not crazy either. Let's grab your baggie. You got a nice fat baggie there. You ever want me to remove some hollows from your baggie? Let me know, Mr. Jeff. Nowadays, you guys can donate some cards out of your bag to get into the giveaway as well. So we do that. Just another method I use to try and reduce your bag sizes. Maybe pick up some junk for the junk packs. All right. Thank you, Jeff. Mr. Jeff. All right. It's Thursday, guys. Are you enjoying your Thursday? Let me show off the jumbo booster break, jumbo pack break. Look at this. Ruben Rodriguez, he's a new guy. He's in here. We need 3 more people now. Here is the current jumbo pack break, all the cards in it, including an Ascended Heroes, Phantasmal, Destined Rivals, Journey Together. Some of these interesting packs, Double Mario, for example, a little solo leveling, a little Final Fantasy. You know, it's interesting, Jeff. We got all the other Final Fantasies, but they don't ever sell. And the new one sells like crazy. Here we are, here we are, here we are, here we are. I'd like to see some of those older ones sell through. Perfect order. That should be up front. So we got all these cool Pokemons. Let's get this guy with the other Pokemons. Here we go. Look at these, huh? Kind of nice. So all this could be yours for $40. You have a 1 in 4 odds of pulling that. That is a break. The concept of this break is to do booster packs rather than, graded. Here we go. Ruben Rodriguez going back in. All right. Just showing that off to you guys. Let's go ahead and grab some more cards. We need to pick out a new lightning break, right? How about this guy? He could be a new lightning break. What does this guy go for? God, that card looks good. So we're going to say Radiant Charizard. Go. Radiant Charizard. We better sort it by Japanese. Mm-hmm. Man, what is this stinky ass music, man? Lena Rain? Pass. They got all these other artists working on the music nowadays for Minecraft. All right, so this card is a little expensive, actually. Let's allow this Charizard to be the new lightning break. So this one shall be $40, 1 in 4, and it shall be a half-star card. So star card that fills halfway up. That's what they'll give you. Do you have plans to post videos of you ripping booster packs that you like? That's a great question. I don't open booster packs as often these days, do I? There we go. Oops. For me, I don't think my biggest enjoyment in the hobby comes from booster packs. I think my biggest enjoyment is just like buying like some absurdly expensive card. So I like doing that. But I could take all that money and buy an absurd number of booster packs and open those. But like for example, I spent $2,000 buying a yellow poker deck. That gives me plenty of cards, but it's not like opening a booster pack. So you do have to open it, and you do hope for a Charizard, but it's not a booster pack. It's like some other kind of weird thing. So I guess there's that. Yeah, my focus is on the Pokemon Poker like crazy. I mean, I think I've dedicated over $100,000 to Pokemon Poker at this point, and I just continuously work on that one angle in the hobby. And I will continue to as well. Maybe I should buy a Poker's Art. You guys want to watch me do that? Let's see what those guys are going for right now. Let's see. Let's look up Poker Charizard. Poker Charizard. Mm-hmm. Come with me and we'll see. Well, the problem is all these Charizards are located in another state, dude. Or not a state, another country. So, like, look, the cheapest one appears to be this one right here. It's a Pokemon Blue, but from Japan. And so it starts at 1,500 or 1,450, but they want $217 to ship it. And then you got to pay an import fee. So it's like, I think it's still slightly under 2,000. How's that even possible? It seems kind of cheap, doesn't it? Maybe I should buy it and offer one on the table for sale as a red label. What do you guys think of that? In one cart. I wonder if I could get him to talk to me off of eBay and get it a better price for me. Let me try typing in Charizard playing cards now. So that's Poker Charizard. I'm going to type in playing cards. Honestly, it's so much cheaper than like, okay, here we go. Oh, yes. Okay, so I did see one in the vault, but it was already at a flat 2,000, which might be worth it. I mean, oh no, that's also an auction. I didn't catch that part. So they got one. It's an auction. They're starting the auction at 2,000. Wow. That to me says that they don't trust that it will sell very well. That's very interesting. All right. 1,500 for PSA 10 Charizard. I have a PSA 9 in Slab away right now. Can't wait to get that guy. This one or the one in general. Mister, I'm going to send you my Blockbuster card and a Game of Throw card to get graded by TCC. Yeah, you could do that. We can still encapsulate cards. So we still have the ability to do that. I don't advertise it very heavily because I don't want to do a lot of it. You know, like I don't want like 15 grades a day or anything like that. But if you guys got a couple cards, it's what is it, 40 per card, I think. Joseph Smith is next. He wants into the Radiant Charizard break. Here you go, Mr. Joseph Smith. We have a new lightning break. It is Charizard. Do you have a Greninja Gold Star promo and PSA 10 for sale? Greninja Gold Star promo. I don't have one for sale, but I do have one. There you go. Number one. Oh, yes. All right. Cool, man. Good, good, good. Hit refresh. Hello, everyone. I remember back when it was $9 per card. What was $9 per card? The grading? Yeah, grading used to be really cheap, actually. All right, there's no orders in the queue. That leaves us time to do whatever we want. What's this? Darkhound Doom, and it graded 9, huh? Was I going to crack that? Is that why this one's off to the side? Let's just see why it graded 9. Let's see what happened. This is a nice card. It seems like this one's probably waiting to be cracked. Come on now. I got a huge pile of cards that need to be cracked out of their holders. Really big pile of them. Okay, it says there's cornerware in the bottom left-hand corner. That's what it says. Isn't that amazing? Tag Grading has a grading report. That's what makes them so good. So they say that's kind of lifted there. All right, so can that just be corrected? Let's zoom in. To me, it looks. This is a great subject. So look, you can see it's lifted right there, right? And they detected it and they say, oh, that's cornerware. That's not cornerware. That's exactly how it came out of the box. That's manufacturing. So since we're having not the fastest orders for Thursday daytime, let's go ahead and start cracking this one open. Now, tag grading is very tricky. Oh my God. Almost no pressure applied and it just broke. I guess. Okay. All right. It's basically glass. You can cut your fingers doing this. I cut my fingers the other day doing this. Very easy to cut your fingers. Make your wrist tired too, actually. It takes a lot of strength. Because what I'm doing actually is I'm squeezing real hard, but I'm not lifting. I'm just trying to crush the plastic in a way that makes it separate. Hey, mister, since there's no orders, can you scan my Gyarados slab? Can you tell me about that Gyarados? Because I went looking for it. Can you tell me about it? What is it exactly? You said it was like a Gyarados 9? Look, it's really well encapsulated right here. Don't know why it's so strong right here. See, that's how it works with the machine too. So we have an encapsulation machine. Sometimes it's just really, really good encapsulation in one spot on the slab, but the rest of the slab, not so much. There it goes, loosening up, good. We want it to loosen up, but we don't want the plastic to break. All right, that's looking good. All right, that is looking good. Looks like we got some progress here. Still holding on right here. Where do you work at? It was a Tag 9. What Gyarados was it? Do you remember? What kind of Gyarados do you remember? Because I went looking for it and I couldn't find it. Yeah, I saw your request. I looked in the JA box and you weren't there. And then I checked upstairs and you weren't there. So I was like, where the hell's this card? We didn't do something with it, did we? Yes. Let me look it up. How did you acquire it? Did it get pulled out of the Poke Shuffles? You didn't re-roll it? I hate opening tag slabs. It just wants to break. It doesn't want to separate here. It's still holding on right here. Ah, man, it's terrible opening up tag. I would highly predict your tag slabs damaging your card when being re-encapsulated. So I don't actually believe that's a good thing about tag. I think that is a bad thing about tag. It is holding on for dear life right there. It really doesn't want to come undone. Put this on screen so you can see it. It's holding on real strong right there at the crack. Right here, it doesn't want to let go. That might do it. There it goes. I felt it. Today I got 2 knockout collection boxes. One in a gym break against Soul Despair. Okay. Wonder if I wrote down Soul Despair's name on it by chance. Which I... There we go. Did you see how hard that was? That was terrible. Here's the worst part. Once you crack it, once you crack the top part, you're not done. You still have to retrieve it. So the next problem is the card doesn't actually come out of the holder. It sticks. It sticks. It's got like a surface suction cup situation going on. So now you have to retrieve it off of the actual surface. I don't have a trick for that. One thing I've been doing is we take one of these, all this for one card. You see how easy it was to do it with Beckett? So I don't know if they think it's good that it's hard to retrieve your card out of the slab. I don't consider it a good thing. I think this could be a big problem later on if you ever go to re-encapsulate your card. They'll have to develop a technology just for retrieving cards out of these slabs. My God, dude, this is crazy. How were we getting it off of the plate before? I don't even remember. Yeah, it moves. It's just like stuck, like suction cup. Man, that's crazy, man. He used his real name though. Did you use a name other than Jaded? You've got a real name, it don't you? I might have written your real name on the slab because I couldn't find it. There's got to be some trick to this, man. This is terrible. This is terrible. I don't even know what to say, man. This is the worst slab to open. How could it be so stuck? How have we gotten it off before? All right, let me use my brain. I'm not SpongeBob. We have technology. All right, hold on. Let me think about this. I am a evolved ape. So what if I bend the surface? Maybe that'll do it. Yeah. Bending the surface seems like it should work, but it's not working. What if we twist the surface? Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay, you can twist the surface to get the card to lift. All right, we figured it out. We figured it out. You can twist the surface and the card lifts up when you twist. I need like another set of hands. So look at that. It lifts and yet you almost still can't retrieve it. There it goes. There it goes. My God, dude. It is sticking. I can feel it is sticking to the surface of the plastic really strongly. There it goes. Look how hard that was. That was exceptionally hard. Oh, my hands are tired. Wow, dude, that's crazy. That is the hardest slab to retrieve your card out of, and it's not even close. It is so much harder. It's shocking if many of these slabs don't damage the card on the way out. I think Tag needs to rethink that. I don't think they will. That's going to make it very difficult to retrieve your card in the future. I would not be surprised if Tag doesn't even offer to re-encapsulate your cards because they don't want to risk it. Or maybe they will have to have a special machine to do it, which people at home won't have, which I don't agree with that. You know, if I want to regrade my card and get a second opinion on it, that's my business. That's crazy. Always so difficult with Tag. I literally dread it. Yeah, I do not consider that a good thing. I think that's my single largest criticism of them right now is how difficult it is to get your own card back. I don't consider that a bonus. That's a big minus. Cards get wrongly graded all the time too, just happens. The poking machine is very annoying because I could push it. It will still say sold out. The very next person can push it, and then everything is unlocked. Oh, you're talking about the vending machine? All right, so here we are, guys. So pay attention now. Let's see. What we want to do with this card, since they rejected it on a very minor issue. Let's take a look at that again. They rejected it because of that corner being slightly lifted. That's it. That's it. You guys saw it on the computer screen. You know, triggered their computer. I think this card will be worth over $100 in a 10. It's first edition. It's Team Rocket Returns. It's Hound Doom. So my goal with you guys right now is to make an adjustment to the card. We need a very flat surface. Maybe this box shall do it. And I'm going to bring out Mr. Sharpie marker. Now I'll do this in my cards. I'm scared to do it to your cards. And here we go. We're going to go ahead and press on that edge. Our goal is to flatten it. It takes a surprising amount to flatten an edge. All right. Now we're going to take a look at our handiwork. It's almost too curved now. The issue is gone, though, so I think we should try flattening it. Oh, whoa. We really curved it. All right. This is why I'm not doing it with your cards. I'm doing it only with my cards. All right. We want to undo that. That's too much. We had too much curve to it. I don't think this is something a computer could ever do. It's too subtle. There it is. See that? Almost virtually gone, too. See that? So this shows you why people are having that conversation about cleaning cards right now. Because the ability to change your card that way is kind of a serious subject. We created an edge, and then we removed an edge like it was nothing. So here's the only thing that I notice is the pinch is still there, right? So if we zoom in, the pinch is still on the card. You can hardly see it, though. So cards can be manipulated. This is kind of a big deal because I think, look, remember it had like a curve to it? Where's the curve? The curve's gone. We created a curve and then we removed the curve. But that pinch is not solved. I've done this successfully with many cards now. You can take an edge and fix it. Do you guys find this interesting? Okay. Still there. So maybe this card is just bound to be a 9. Take a look at it. It's some very interesting kind of issue. I don't know if the camera really picks it up that well. There it is. See it? There it is. It's showing up. See the shadow playing on it right on this edge right there. That's what their machine initially caught, and that's what turned this into a 9. Some kind of notch. I don't know how to remove the notch. Maybe if we just keep pushing the edge down and back and forth, maybe it actually does smooth out at some point. Hmm. I almost wonder if it's an impression that dents inward, not upward. I'm going to be rougher with it. I'm probably going to ruin the card. It's probably going to be worse than a 9, but this is worth it to me. I like to learn. This is worth it to me. One day, this will help me take a card and fix it. Notice I go across the edge because I'm trying to keep the whole thing looking about the same. It's still there. All right, well, the other option is we're going to send this off to PSA next. So we're going to let PSA have a look-see at it. Yeah, it hasn't changed. We'll see what PSA thinks of it. And I'm going to check the queue for some orders, see if you guys have placed any new orders. I sent you a screenshot of the slab on Discord. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Mr. Jaded, I forgot your name is Mr. Jaded, but did we write a different name on the back of that slab because you got your real name in? Because I looked for your slab and I didn't see it under Jaded. Okay, so off to PSA goes. We better take a picture of this because we need to know if it regrades into a 10. Wow, we only have 40 viewers. Slow day, huh? All right, we're heading right over here to shipping, regrades. Where is it? Oh, I just said it out loud, didn't I? Oh, I changed the image on it. That's why I didn't find it the first time. Okay. Was tagged 10 because of notch on bottom left corner front. Going to PSA. All right, there it is, guys. Off to PSA goes. This took us so long to get this out of the holder. And then manipulating the edge did not give us the results we wanted. We're going to see what PSA thinks of it now. Send you another message. All right, Mr. Jada, let's take a quick look. Soul Despair used his YouTube username. His real name is Hector, which I hate, hence the reason for not using it. Oh, I see. Hold on, let me ask you. Okay. There you go. All right, very good. So, Mr. Abraham Ramos, he says, slab away. Yes, sir, Mr. Abraham. So, Abraham, we're going to slab away $150 going toward your PSA 10 Ancient Mew from November. I bet you want that. I probably said that last time you paid too. 620 left. Yes, sir. Sure you don't want to cancel it? All right. All right, there we go. Here is Miss Beatrice. She says, give me a spot on that new Lightning Zard. You got it, Beatrice. This one's nice and fast, huh? So we got your $150 payment on the Ancient UN. Cash App forced me to change my name. Oh, see, it's all becoming clear. That's why we couldn't find it. That's why we couldn't take a picture. It's under your real name. No problem, man. Well, we all kind of use our real names. You should, by the way, you should never be ashamed of your real name. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what your ancestors were, religion, none of that stuff. People are always beating up on each other. There's all kinds of hate out there. Like right now, I know there's a lot of anti-Semitism, for example. And so if your last name's like Stein or something, it seems like people are kind of mean. But so everyone's from all kinds of different places in the world, Latin America, Middle East. Maybe you're from the what do they call that? Central Europe and Eastern Europe. Doesn't matter where you're from. Your name doesn't have to be like John Smith or something. We don't care about any of that stuff. We're very progressive. All right, here we are. We have 4 jaded cards. Now the internet, people do like privacy on the internet. It's hard to pull that off on this channel though, because this is a shopping channel, kind of like Amazon. You know, Amazon needs your name, but so I do work with people when they want some privacy, but you should never be worried about your names and all that. I know there's actually a bunch of people who try to go with sort of like an alias. So we're gonna have your channel over here. Okay, you were mentioning a different guy. You are. I think he has a lovely name. So there is Charizard. I know your last name, Six. It's corrupted, duh. You are. I don't think Six is using an alias to hide her real name. She just has a little business, doesn't she, or something like that? That's your actual like drawing artist name, right? You are. Okay. Plus, you had you did have Louis for a little while, so it's kind of like your case. You might maybe the privacy was kind of nice. Here we go. I've hated my name since I can remember. You could always legally change it too, I think. You know, I've heard of stuff like that. So you'll have like maybe people from China as well, and they will go. They'll say, "Well, my English name is Mary" or something like that. And it's like, bro, I like your original name. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, humans are so interesting. We really are. We're a very interesting species. Oh yeah, look at that. They rejected those. Ineligible. That's sad. Nathan Norman, Nathan Norman, Nathan Norman, Nathan Norman, Nathan Norman, Brett Love. Oh yes. We got some good stuff going on. So I assume the back of that Gyarados scab a different name, and we're gonna be able to go find it now. All right. I had stalkers before the Louis incident as well. Yeah, I guess girls have it a little bit different than boys. Girls actually can be stalked on the internet. It's very weird. You like Pokemon cards? I like Pokemon cards. Will you touch my penis? Please. Here's destroy it. Here's Trade Fed's Mysterious Conspiracy. Here's Gengar Mimikyu. Here's Mickey Mouse. Oh yes, Mickey Mouse. What's this all about? I think he was going to be sold, and I decided he would be a break. We're having a slow Thursday stream, everyone, but we're not going anywhere. We're only 88 minutes in, so we got time to spare. We have this beautiful Charizard break. You might want to jump in there. He's a good one. So here is a Pidgeotto vending as well, huh? Wow, I wonder what that's worth. Just got here, many left in the rocket break. 4 people. I think it's 4 people. We got this new lightning break. We just started it like a minute ago. As I said, we would find a new lightning break. And then we got these. What am I going to do with these? So I put these at my feet in order to get them looked at. So here's a Lapras. Here's a Gyarados. Here's a Rayquaza base set. And Dragon's Exalted. I think I was tempted to sell through some of these. I don't know if I should, though, because I got to be honest. Sometimes these are like the most conservative possible graded anything you can hold. Like, let me go see what this could potentially sell for. That's a very interesting conversation, names. Let's see. I think that the reason you have that kind of conversation is because people are a little bit prejudiced deeper down, and I don't like to hear that. I'm not all about that. All right. Gyarados Booster. Wow. First edition Gyarados Booster 9, almost $1,000 on its own. That's crazy. Not too long ago, this would have been about $200 ish. Now it's almost the price of what a PSA 10 would go for. Wow. And of course, we could just crack it and open it. Let me think about it. Let me think, is this better to crack it and open it? Oh, well, no, it's technically more expensive this way. So we might host breaks on these big booster packs. We used to do that, we've hosted breaks on those before. There's something there that wasn't there before. All right. At least you didn't find the chopper. Who didn't find the chopper? Don't steal my manga Nami. What is this? Do you hand out mons? We do a lot of giveaways. Mr. Mike Side's here. He's like, what is it with the Hitmonlee slab? The 2X makes me curious. Yes. So it's two slabs. Sometimes we do two slabs together because they really should be paired together, like Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. They're both $75. So it comes out to 150. Now what you could do is you could put something like that and slab away. So that's why we pair them together like that. Okay, let's hit refresh. They're probably light. Yeah, they're probably light. You're probably right. There's something there that wasn't there before. Here's Team Rocket Grunt. Let me get 5 Pokey Shuffles. All right. 5 Pokey Shuffle Snipe. It's Andy Dirksen. Hey, what's up, Andy? 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. Humans are very interesting. We're not very accepting of each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that very conservative part of your brain evolved that way because the world was so harsh. You had to like survive. And surviving meant having rules, like you don't do this, you don't do that. And we're way past that. We're like in the future, and some of those evolutionary tendencies are not so useful anymore. Here's Andy Valdez. Get me into the Charizard break. All right, one spot left on the Charizard break. There it goes. Okay. Tossing that in there. And there's 3 out of 4. Good. Another Andy. Uh-oh. Competing Andys. Gotta look out. Why don't we take a second and add some more cards to our lovely, where's my bag? To our lovely Pokey binder break. The binder break. Let's see what we got here. So I got a whole bag of cards here I can stuff into the binder break. Let's see what it looks like. We got some sticker cards. These are valuable. Some XY era. Those are valuable. Whole bunch of stuff. Look at all this stuff. Oh my God, dude. So I like to just take a little bit of all this and put it in there. So what's this? We're going to re-sleeve these one at a time because they actually are valuable one at a time. It's just that when we're opening them, I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that. So what I do is I bunch them together. That's what I do. There we go. And then how about a hollow? I do like the Psyduck. We're going to go with the Vileplume this time, though. We're going to save the Psyduck for a different one because I think the one that we have is looking so good already. So there we go. So we got a round of vintage stickers going in. I always like to find some stickers and put them in the binder breaks. They're just a bit of extra fun, aren't they? So there we have it. Binder break a little hotter now. What else we got going on back here? That's from that's a really valuable one. This is always fun. So this is going to be like some XY non-hollow commons, and they're valuable. Doesn't seem like they are, but they are. They have a value now. They're that old. All Pokemon cards do this. The commons start to become valuable. So we're going to go ahead and sleeve this up and put this into the binder break as well. Got a little Metapod, got a little Magnemite. I like Magnemite. Got a little Voltorb. Got a little Sandshrew. So when you guys open up those XY boosters, we don't skip the bulk. The bulk goes right into your bag. Bulk has a little bit of value from that time period. If even one of them grades 10, it's probably worth between $45 and $100. That's how it is now. Pretty wild, right? Didn't used to be that way. It is now. All right. Back in the day, this would have been trash. We didn't know it was coming. All right, so that's like a whole packet of XY Evolution bulk. Not bad. So now what are we looking at? What are we looking at here? So we get these wonderful stickers. We still got these really nice hits here. This is like the core, right? This is what you're getting. War Turtle's serious business. He's not bad at all. Same with the Rhydon, I'd argue. These are like pack fresh. Those are probably 10s. This guy's probably a 10. These could be 10. Nidoran and Nidoran. That's pretty neat. Star Wars, I don't know about the condition of the Star Wars. Probably also got a chance. All right, some junk in the trunk here. A little bit of junk in the trunk. That's how we do it with the binder break. A little bit of junk in the trunk. So this has now gone up in value. We're just going to keep adding to it, I guess, until somebody gets excited for it and goes, wait a second, I'll take it. All right, thank you for that. Let's see what's next. Did Andy Dirksen just order as well? What? James says, I just got ripped off for $100 first edition fakes for $2,240, and I can't get it back. I have to sue him in small claims court. Just happened Sunday after coming home from the coast. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. So many scams going on in the hobby. Stay safe, guys. Andy Dirksen says $50 toward my slab away. All right, so we're jumping over here. Let's see. Andy with an A. And you sent in 50, so $60 remain. What did you have? A BGS 10 Black Label Mario Poker. Bro, I so underpriced that card, man. You got a great deal on that. That card should have been like an extra 100 at least. Here's Team Rocket Grunt. All right, another shot. 6 Pokey Shuffles. Here you go, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. All right. Tell us the story about it, Mr. James. Teach us the signs. How did you know when something was wrong? And who was the shady guy who sold it to you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Here it is. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whew, 6. Right at the end, pulling the Zatu. Thank heavens. All right, little Zatu coming in. Were you getting scared? All right. Let's go find him, shall we? No cold rounds, no cold. Here he is. So we have Zatu. He's currently sitting at $40. It claims that the card is valued at $60. So technically, you're $10 ahead of your initial purchase. Appreciate that, sir. They are good fakes. Yeah, I've ran into good fakes too, actually. I was buying no rarity Blaine's gym deck, and I bought a bunch of them. One key giveaway, the only giveaway perhaps, was that it was priced pretty good. It was priced so well, I was excited. That was the only giveaway. Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. For total value, it's shop and save. Saw a guy playing COD yesterday that was paralyzed from the neck down, pretty wild. That guy plays, he uses a little mouthpiece, right? That guy plays like every single day. I see him online. He's pretty cool. Team Rocket Grunt, what are we doing with this Zatu? He's doing some math right now. It was the bottom tip of the one. They are pointy. Oh. Dooby-dooby-doo. Well, you know what you got to do with them now? You got to go scam someone else. You got to go play hot potato. No, don't do that. Don't do that. If you can contact the guy, I'm pretty sure you don't have to sue him. You actually can charge him with the criminal offense called fraud. And you can say, hey, if you got these from another guy, now you have to go find him too. So it's not, I don't know if it's a suable situation. This is it's an actual crime. It's fraud. So look into it. Talk to ChatGPT. Don't skip talking to AI about this. Write an AI prompt. Talk to all the AIs, Gemini, whatever the heck, Grok, and ChatGPT, and start talking to them about the optimal direction here, because I'm pretty sure that it's not a suable situation. I mean, you could sue, but it's actually a crime investigation. Somebody's committed fraud. Counterfeiting is fraud. It's illegal. And if you're counterfeiting for thousands of dollars, that's like a pretty serious crime. It's almost like grand theft in some states. So re-roll. All right, you got it. Re-roll time. Good luck. Oops. So he's gonna go back in for 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. It's gonna say number 257 za 2, and it's gonna say tag 10. All right. Why did I rewrite that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, so dumb, dude. Didn't need to do that. Just being dummy. This will click down to 35 now. Man, it's almost at the halfway point. Maybe I should just buy it back out of the box. I'm buying it back out of the box. I think that's my policy. When a card dips to the halfway point, let's just buy it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I'm reacquiring the card. That's too cheap. At 35, I'm interested. You are? All right. You have sold it to me. Congratulations. Okay. Zatu's going to hit the table. I don't know if he sells or he goes into the rotation boxes. He'd probably go into the rotation boxes. All right. So, but he's out of this box now. He will no longer terrorize anybody. Good luck on your reroll. So you're getting a total of 7 on the reroll. I know they wouldn't give me my money back. I called him. He blocked me. I guess it's my fault for not knowing any better. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey man, that's serious business. You need to contact the police and tell them what happened. Tell them fraud happened. No, that sucks, man. I'll put you on the giveaway slab today, okay? We got a cute little giveaway slab going. I'm gonna put you on the giveaway slab. This time the reroll did not turn into a big hit. TRG. That sucks, man. Here's Venemoth. Here's Team Rocket Booster. Here's Snorlax. I did, but I have 2 ticket warrants. What? Oh, you're screwed. Oh, man. Oh, I don't know how to help you now. You got to go take care of those, man. You got to take care of those. It's just, it's no good not taking care of them. It's got to happen. That's funny as hell, dude. Ah, man, that sucks. Sometimes life happens to you, man. That's also a learning lesson, guys. So you got to be careful because if you put yourself in a position where you can't request the assistance of the police, now someone else can take advantage of you. So you're in a trickier position in life, which means A, either get yourself out of the poor standing with police, or B, um, you have to be extra paranoid about someone taking advantage of you. One or the other. I hate to hear that, man. That sucks. That sucks ass. Well, so it seems like to me this is the correct thing for you to do. You need to go do the warrants. I think if you just come forward, they're going to ask for a fine or a fee. You're going to have to pay those fees and then tell them I'm the victim of a crime and I'd like you to help me. So that's what I would do. Okay. All right. Next up, we have our friend Soul Despair. He says $40 for Slabaway on Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. So you'll be pleased to know the slab away fee for this one is only $10 because it's a pretty small slab away. All right, Mr. Soul Despair. That's what I recommend. I think most people would recommend that. That seems to be the logical direction. That sucks, dude. I don't think you can force the other guy to, be good. So you're right. Your options seem to be lawsuit. And I don't know. I don't know how that would go. I think it could work. I think it could work. That's no good. So we're going to say, bum bum bum. Yeah, I don't know how that would actually go, man. Especially if your opponent discovers you've got like a bad history with the law, I don't know how the judge is going to treat that. The judge is going to be like, you know what, bro? Judge might not like it. We're going to say April 26th. So you could be at risk even in that scenario. That's going to say Hitmon Lee Chan, 150. So you sent me $40. I'm going to apply 30 of it toward the slab. So you have 120 remaining. Your slab away fee was only $10. You can slab away smaller items and the fee's not as big. Mister, I've been vegan for a week now. Yeah? What's that like? I like meat, so I usually eat a lot of it. And I do eat some vegetables too. I think my weakness is candies and cookie. So that's my problem. I sure do like a cookie, man. Too much. So that's why we got to lose weight. He says, I feel better. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, I've heard vegetarian diet can be pretty healthy. I've also heard the opposite. I've heard that, like beef provides a lot of nutrients or eggs. Eggs provide a lot of nutrients. So, I think that it could be the case that Americans overeat junk food. They overeat very greasy fried meats with like a lot of preservatives and a lot of additives like fillers and stuff like that, right? Like your chicken nuggets at McDonald's. Is that even really chicken? It's certainly not baked chicken breast. So it's very different meat. You know what I mean? So I don't think I would ever go full vegetarian, but I would be interested in a diet where it's like the meat that I eat is more pure and maybe I eat a larger portion of vegetables. All right, let's see what we got. We've got Team Rocket Grunt. He says, going for the double snipe. 2 live, 2 pokey shuffles. All right, it can't end on a sour note. We have to have a snipe. Good luck, man. I heard they got a lot of health problems. Man, I think all America's got a lot of health problems. America's plagued with health problems, and we say, hey, we need free health care. But you know what we never do? We never sit down and say, we need a comprehensive change in the way that we live. One cold one. Ah, no luck. Not this time. Dang, dude. I thought McDonald's was fresh to order. Who knows, man? I don't think it's that healthy. Tickets warrants is not as bad as you think. It can be fixed before you get a bench warrant. Did you hear that? Mr. Ivan's handing out free advice here. He's saying go take care of your ticket warrants before it turns into something worse. Kind of like a cavity. If you've got a cavity, go get your cavities fixed before they become root canals. It's good advice. I would take it because I feel the same way. 2 cold ones. No! I tell you what, I like you a lot, Mr. Team Rocket Grant. You buy a lot of stuff, and that was a pretty rough round. Why don't I put you into the I'll put you into the bounty. So he got into the ouchie bounty. It's called the second chance bounty. There you go. All right, you're in there. I haven't even chosen a card for the second chance bounty. Facts, you can also make payments instead of one whole payment. There you go. So if you have some expensive tickets, you can request to be put on a payment plan, most likely. Yeah, I agree with them. So I would go to the police. The police, they're your friend. And I would tell them, hey, I got ripped off by this guy. I'm a victim of a crime. Also, I have these warrants that I owe tickets on. Can I go onto a payment plan for that? It's a me, Lucas. It's a me. Yeah, he didn't really block my number. I was going to go visit him and ask him to give me my money, but I don't want to get shot. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know who you're hanging out with, man. James, there's nothing like that in my vicinity, James. It's blue skies and chill vibes over here. Look at that. I'm not hanging out in any kind of scenario like that for me. That sounds crazy, bro. You're doing a deal with the guy who might shoot you and he's giving you he counterfeit cards. Man, I'm like 1,000 miles away from anything like that. No way, dude. Couldn't be me. I ordered like 30 minutes ago. Oh, okay. Maybe it did not update when I looked at it. Okay, no problem. We're gonna take care of you right now. This is for Javier Arroyo. That's a consignment slab. Now he said he ordered like 30 minutes ago. Let's take a quick look into that. I'm sorry, Mr. Jeff. Let me hit refresh. Oh yes, here we are. Now it does say that we owe you an order. but it doesn't say 30 minutes. It does say 17, so maybe it registered later. Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy Collector Booster. Now, I do believe you finished off this booster. This box is empty. So we're going to get a new booster, and what this really means is we're going to analyze the price now and see what's going on with that price. All right, so first of all, we don't have a lot of this left. We are almost sold out. Boop. Let's take a quick look at it and see how it's doing. So I understand not involving the law. What? Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering Collector Booster Box. Okay. Uh-huh. And there's 12 packs per box, right? Take a look at the price over time. Price is up 7%. Take a look at our restock fee. All right, so it looks like we will be moving the price over to 130. Not really a big change, but it's a little bit of a change. Where is it? Final Fantasy goes from 125 to 130. It's a $5 change. I guess that's like $60 a box actually. So it's a meaningful amount if the whole box sold. Let me go update this, Mr. Jeff. You got it at the old price. That is one of the triggers for a price check is when we're done with the case or done with the box. Yeah, we go and we assess how much is left over. Is this a kind of product that we want to restock in the future? And this product definitely is on the list of products that I want to restock. This is a top tier product. You have good taste if you're opening up Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering. We ought to host a break on it, to be honest. Shouldn't we host a break on this? We should be hosting a break on this. This is a primo break product, if you think about it. All right, Jeff. I didn't know we had collectors for Final Fantasy. Yes, we do. Evacuation orders for parts of Michigan. What's going on in Michigan? All right, there we go. That's not the way to do it. You have to go to traffic court first, not the police department. Oh, did he pay in drugs? He paid in drugs. There you go. There we go. If somebody commits a counterfeit or a fraud of that size, you got to fight it, man. You got to fight it. But you got to find out who's creating or moving these cards, anyways. And the FBI could even be involved because they would love to shut that kind of stuff down. It's a thing that hurts a lot of Americans. Millions of dollars are lost and stolen in counterfeit goods. So it's a serious crime. And he should be told that. You should let him know. It's like, listen, man, I know you want to make money on this, but this is a FBI level crime. And I'm gonna go contact, the police and I'm gonna contact the FBI and let them know what happened here. And then let him know it's like, if you didn't create these cards, these counterfeits, if you weren't the one who created them, work with me to start hunting down who did, so that you don't become an accomplice or whatever. Because until we know who did it, you're basically on the hook. Here goes, Mr. Jeff. Oh yes. So as you guys might know, there's a chocobo in here worth a lot of money. We're gonna get Summon Brynhilder, Arden Izunia, Vincent Valentine. Wow, he's a really cool character design. Sid Free Flyer, Bannon. Bannon hot. Steve Bannon, the Returners leader. Minwoo, White Mage. Island in the Sun. All right. We also have Esper, Ifrit, Catch a Fish, Locke, Freya, Crossroad, Combat Tutorial, and Vincent Limit Breaker. Well, I feel like this pack was kind of cold. Some like it hot, some like it cold. So this one's probably not the mega break. Mr. Sounds so reasonable, but forgets this guy mentioned guns. Yeah, I mean, you gotta be brave. I don't know. He is Sid, a free flyer pilot. Here's Vincent Valentine. Okay. Here's Arden Izunia. Here's Summon Brynhilder. I ride and I die for my pokies, man. I'm just a little bit crazy. I think you guys probably know I'm a little bit crazy. Be brave or be alive. Oh crap, looks like there's flooding in Michigan according to the news. Oh, damn. All right, look at that, everybody. That's for you, Mr. Jeff Leon. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it, man. Jeff, how do these boxes work? Like, is there does a box of the collector booster boxes have like a big hit in it and then the rest of the box is cold? I don't understand those kind of things with collector booster boxes. I feel like it's true. Like there's a most valuable pack in the box. All right, cool, cool, cool. We got no orders in the queue. Now, this is Galarian Moltres. It is a pristine 10 being sold for Javier Arroyo. He would like this sold. First of all, let's take a look. It's all random. Yeah, they issued evacuation orders around the rivers and dams. Damn. Let's see. We're going to look this up. First of all, let's find out what the PSA 10 on this card is. Galarian Moltres. This is one of the best artworks that came out of that time period. I love this card. It's also from 2022. It's pretty cheap for 2022, in my opinion. So this card is about $70 in a PSA 10. So this is a pristine 10 for $100. I think that's actually pretty fair. Let's go ahead and get this started. This is going to be a consignment break. That's what this is going to be. This is a consignment break, everyone. Okay. There's no premium on the consignment break. You're just getting the market price on it. If it goes off, the guy who consigned it gets paid out. And then he can buy more cards. There it is. So we got two new breaks on the table. One of them, which is about to go off, it's the new lightning break. It's over here. Charizard. Charizard has one spot remaining. Now remember, there's a star spot in here as well. It's a $20 star spot, but there is a star spot in there. Okay, there it is. Okay. Evacuation orders, huh? What's next? We were looking at the graded vintage booster packs and wondering, hey, are these worth doing a break on or selling outright? I wasn't sure. Sure is cool. Seems like that would be a pretty good card to sell. Seems like it would be a really good card to buy. Now, if this was a break, this would take a very long time for it to finish. I don't know how to feel about it. I do have an 8 here of the base set foil pack. I feel like we could just break this out and do a pack split on it, though. Wouldn't that be nice, a pack split? I don't think I have a need to sell these. I think I could just pack split any of them. They issued evacuate PGO Zard. It's all random. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Thursday daytime stream. Here's this guy. Ooh. Cool, man. That's going to take a while for that one to go off. Here's that B-Drill, huh? B-Drill 7. I'm gonna place them over here into the schmancy boxes. What are these? Oh my God. Why is this even here? This shouldn't even be in this pile. Why is this guy over here? What does he sell for, I wonder? That is Rocket Returns Tyranitar booster pack. We're going to say Rocket Returns booster. There is one Rocket Returns booster for sale, and it's for $4,000. You know, these old Rocket Return boosters are more valuable than you think because each booster has a reverse holo in it. This shouldn't be here. This should be in my do not sell pile. But look, this is in the sell pile. This is in the sell pile. This guy got placed in the sell pile. Here's a little Raichu. He was in the sell pile. Here's a little... These two are definitely for sale. I don't know about these. I feel like these ought to just be saved. Final Fantasy Magic are all random. There's no mapping. That Lugia was 1K, now it's 3K. Which Lugia? What is he talking about? I'm going to go put these back. I'm going to put this guy in my personal collection. Why was he even here, I wonder? I just grabbed some, huh? That's probably what I did. I probably just grabbed some. Let's see. Got some slabs over here I could price up. I was really disappointed with their grades. So I was like, I'm just going to crack all these and send them off to CGC. Super disappointed with the grades. What's this pile back here? See, I just got slabs laying around, guys. Just a ton of, what the? Just a ton of poker cards, huh? Wow, let me put these away. That's probably like $20,000 right there. Tripping here. All right, too much stuff. Put that away. We're having a little bit of a slow stream. We got one spot left on Radiant Charizard. Hmm. 40 likes. Is it time for free? Yes, sir. We're going to get that free one out for you guys. I appreciate all these likes. You guys are very nice to me. We're going to say Nintendo Game Pack Series 2. Okay. A couple Marios for sale. I don't see a Link for sale. Here it is. So this Link sold. It was an 8, not a 7. It sold for 130 plus 17 shipping, which is 147, and then import fees. So I think we're pretty safe if we put this at about 125. I don't think there's any for sale in the market. In fact, I think we have one for sale and no one else does. Okay. So this guy's for sale by himself. Honestly, he feels like something I could put into the live customs. About to say live costumes. PSA Evolutions Raichu booster. All right, so the cheapest price is $125 and $11 shipping. Okay, so let's make ours 130. We currently have it at 120. We're going to bump that up to 130. I don't know when we price that, but it's going to get a slight price improvement. How's the binder break and the Nami break? Hey, what's up? So I don't know if you knew this, but the previous binder break already went off. Andrew Edwar, he pulled the previous binder break. There it is, guys. Here are some graded boosters for sale. XY Evolutions Raichu, and that's Nintendo Series 2 Wax Pack from 1989. Extremely rare. Here's the new binder break. This is the next round of the binder break. It's filling up as we speak, starting out with some of these fancy stickers. We got this nice Mew. You want to see that? Mew, Zekrom, Gyarados, Beldum, Kyogre, some very fancy poker cards. Actually, I think that this War Turtle ought to be in the front. So we got like this War Turtle. War Turtle poker is really nice. Azumarill, Azurill, and some of these, and then a whole bunch of junk. So we got some junk going in the back, junk in the trunk. There it is. That's the beginning of the new binder break. Mr. In January, you were setting pack slabs to be sold. Remember me and NHCC bought some from you. Nice. Pack slabs, huh? All right. The time is 3:51. Let's see, what else can we work on while we're just chilling about? We created a new break. Here's another pristine slab, huh? I think I was taking the pristine slabs and I was placing them to the side to be sent out to grade. I don't know if I'll continue doing that. I was going to regrade them with BGS to get maybe black label. Link never talks, but always listens. Is that what Zelda sees in him? How are they going to do the Legend of Zelda movie if Link never talks? So this needs to be price checked. This is Red Deck Abra for $200. It's a pretty serious card. Poker, we're going to do parentheses. Poker, comma, playing cards, Abra. I should just save this. All right, so green version, red version. The red version, still $200. This price is correct. And now Kadabra also needs to be tested. Kadabra. Did you guys play with Abracadabra when you played Pokemon? I did. Let's see. Dabra. I couldn't figure out why he wouldn't evolve. So the cheapest Kadabra is $500. That means his price tag will be changing. Look at him. He's population 6. It means anyone can ask anything they want. And there's virtually no competition. That's why poker cards are amazing. Instead of being $500, we're going to be $100 cheaper. So 200, 400. Here's this Rainbow Firo for 220. I like that price. I'm going to leave that alone. So there we go. We got some fresh slabs up there. Because the Force is female. Easy. Zelda will be the main character and Link just going to be there not saying a thing. Ooh, good question. Yeah, I wonder how they're going to structure that. All right, I'm going to hit refresh here. Let's go grab that free slab. We got a nice free slab. All right. We're heading over to the free Nightbot giveaway. Click, click, click. All right. Type in the word free to get into the giveaway, guys. Let's see what else is here. We got this illustration contest Pikachu, huh? Take a look at that. We're just doing our usual duty now. Illustration Pikachu 2025. He's $120. Wow, that's so cool. All right. It's the Illustrator Pikachu. Technically true. Oh, baby, this Mantine looks so good. Rocket Returns Mantine 8. That is so good looking. Also, here's Machoke for $24 as a 9. Huh? That's probably accurate. Who's pulling this? Mr. Ivan's going to pull it. I think he's already in here, but he's going to get in here twice. Good for you, Ivan. Number 4. Mr. Tonka Tootsie's going in. Number 5. Mr. J-Dog's going in. Here you go, J-Dog. Number 6. Opti Cody. We did a lot in this stream, but it wasn't a very busy stream. It was a bit of a slow daytime stream. There are nothing wrong with an occasional slow stream, huh, guys? But, you know, we cracked open a Houndoom slab, and we tried to correct a notch in the edge. And the notch didn't really correct. Kind of stuck around, actually. So we're going to regrade that one with PSA, see if it turns into another 9. Hopefully not. But you got to experiment. You got to learn. You got to test the waters. It costs money to do research and analysis. All right, so let's go ahead and roll this. Looks like we have a Jack Woodworth order coming in. Landing on 2, which is Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Oh, yes. Team Rocket Grunt. I sent with the ZELLE. All right, let's go take a quick look. Mr. Jesse Ransom. Oops. Jesse Ransom. He says 3 Ninja Spinner, 1 Mega Dweem. That's right, the Mega Dream. I was running out of that, and my guy did not respond with how much it would cost to restock it, which kind of scares me. That scares me that he didn't respond. It bothers me. All right. 1, 2, 3, which to me suggests that maybe he doesn't have any to sell. And if he doesn't have any for sale, that means I should be slowing down my sale of them. Here's the Mega Dream. Here we go. Mega Dream. We're just about to go into a new case, but it's my final case, and I'm thinking maybe that case should just be preserved. Kind of like the way I like to preserve a lot of cards. I don't think I need to do that, though. I think all I need to preserve is Ascended Heroes. All right, all right, all right, all right. So some stinky ones here. Honestly, I don't feel this deserves a sleeve either, but I'm pretty sure that's considered a hit. Here's a cold one. Like in the loot table, it's considered a hit. Cold and cold. No! It's 5 a.m. in Japan. Konnichiwa. Send another order. Oh, yes. We're going to service it. Today's been a little bit slow, so we're going to service that for you. Yesterday was crazy busy. We actually did so many sales in the daytime stream, so I assumed the nighttime stream was going to be like slow. And it was like the opposite of that. It was actually crazy full of orders. I don't know why it was so good. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate it. All right. We have Kevin Maldonado, $25 for Slab Away. Can you let me know how much I have to pay? Kevin Maldonado, you have CGC 10, Rayquaza, and you have, give me a second, 54 minus 25, $29 left. Boom. All right, $29 remained. Thank you, Kevin. And now we have an order from, and refresh on this. I want to see the Manga Mommy go. Oh, it's close. It's going to be busy tonight, huh? Okay, so we have an order from Team Rocket Grunt. He says, I'd like to ship out the slabs that I have with you, even the consignment ones. Let's see. Can you also give me 4 more Poke Shuffles? And here's my address. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So we need to find the slabs you have with us. That's an important step. That he said, even the consignment slabs. Team Rocket Grunt. Team Rocket Grunt. Albert Austin. Brett Love. Brett Love. John Lucas. John Lucas. Anthony Kalura. All right. So we got these 2 for you. Am I missing any? Let's keep going. That's somebody else. Somebody else. Somebody else. Anthony Haymeyer. There's that card Brandel Vargas once sold. Those are it for the consignment. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. And what are we shipping? We're shipping all the slabs, but not the bag. You got it. Team Rocket Grunt. In the future, or not in the future, another option, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt, by the way, we are also capable of forwarding your slabs to a PSA vault if you ever need it. All right, I don't remember exactly how much you had, but I think, well, actually, I think we should increase the weight of this. How much is that Zapdos? You know what? Let's just take it over a pound. I'm pretty sure this is a heavy package. The addiction's coming back. Oh no! I think you're off with those hashtag S Mr. on my slab away, says Kevin. All right, let me see what you're talking about, Kevin. Kevin Maldonado. I'm off with the numbers. It said 104, 79, 54, 29. What do you think's off? Do you think you overpaid? Do you think you underpaid? Let me know what you think happened. Can we use that $27 store credit from yesterday to my slab away, says Nate Dog. Yes, sir, Mr. Nate Dog. All right, here's Nathan Gordon. You have a $70 slab away. 70 remaining, minus 27, which is 43. Boop, boop. All right, 43 remains. I didn't see that. Zapdos, says Ivan. It's 150, okay, Mr. Ivan? pretty pricey. Now we're going to hit print. If no orders, I sent through ZELLE. All right, just let me do the orders in order. There we go. All right. Shoop. Oh, we probably should say this. Lovely. And let me leave a note for Miss Alexis on this. All right. Now, she's been received with the note, and Ivan Rodriguez has taken this machoke. Here you go, Mr. Ivan. I think it's over. I don't remember paying over 200. You think your slab away is over. Your slab away, Kevin. It started, it says 104, 79, 54, 29. That's what it says. Why don't you, it sounds like you're adding up the order on your side. Why don't you go in there and take a real careful look at that or something? Maybe you had orders where it was like you were buying more than one thing. It is, if you did not know, it does happen that I could make a mistake on Slabaway. It's also extremely, extremely rare. It does not happen very often at all. But it does happen. It's happened before. So we'll investigate if we need to. Here's Jack Woodworth for the Machoke. Oh, dang it. Who got the Machoke first? All right, I'm looking. Mr. Ivan Rodriguez, he got the Machoke first. Sorry, Ivan. Usually Ivan is the faster one, but this time it was Jack Woodworth. Did you get my 4 Poke Shuffles? Oh, let me get you the 4 Poke Shuffles. I'm sorry, I'm getting pulled in a couple directions here. So this is Jack Woodworth's. My bad, dude. My bad. All right, Ivan Rodriguez, you're going to have $24 of store credit. Okay. I was thinking about the one guy saying that his slab away should already be done. Ivan Rodriguez, this is 24. A red flag for me is you asked me what you owed on it, which means I don't think you were tracking it on Discord then. All right, so 4 Poke Shuffles. Glad I didn't send 2. Open my shuffles, please. Yes, sir. Show off the Nami. Here's the Nami. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's see what we got. 4 cold ones. No! I'm sorry, man. All right, no crazy luck this time, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Sometimes there's some really crazy luck. Today doesn't seem to be it. Today's a normal day. Enhance. Oh, you guys might not have seen that. That's new. And here's a new break as well. It's a $25 break for a really nice pristine 10 Galarian Moltres. All right. Let me get these out of the way. Jesse Ransom wants 3 Ninja Spinner. Here you go, Jesse Ransom. 3 ninjas. 6 wants to see the outcome on Nami Manga. It's getting pretty close, huh, 6? Okay. Cheers. Oh, this guy, he looks like a real brawler. He's like, hey, what you doing, baby? He doesn't have any trouble getting a girlfriend. Here's Ampharos, and here's Cobalion. All right, you got the Cobalion. I did my waiting 12 years of it in Azkaban! Exclamation mark. Edward says, I sent for a Nami spot. Here you go, Mr. Jesse Ransom. Thank you. All right. Jumping over here. Ivan Rodriguez, you have $24. Jumping to the website. Okay, so here we have 6 minutes ago an order from somebody, but I don't know who. Who ordered this? 1 pack of Scarlet? Scarlet. Where do we hide Scarlet? 1 pack of Nihil Zero? Nihil Zero. 1 pack of Ancient Roar. Is this Ancient Roar? Yeah. Who's this for? I don't know who it's for. There's no name. I can't even look this one up. There's no way for me to look this one up. So I will put it into a baggie until we know who it is for. All right. After that, we have an order for Andre Olivier. For $10 order, the 3 packs was me. Site logged me out. Oh, Mr. Andre, thank you very much. All right. Problem solved. That's so weird that the website does that. Snipping time. Maybe it like you can get like queued up to buy it, but then you pay for it and it's like you were timed out. Oh wow, that's so pretty looking. Look at that nice AR popping out, guys. I don't even remember this Pokemon's name. Cold and holographic Howlucha. Damn, 13 cold shuffles. You know, your average pull rate though is very good. Your average pull rate is very good. But yeah, that it actually happens to a surprising amount of people, Mr. T Rocket Grunt. I would say the way the Poke Shuffles should feel or do feel on average is sort of like any regular $5 break. Like if you have a $50 slab, right? 9 people will miss, 1 person will hit the slab. So you're gonna see that sometimes, and then you gotta be like, oh dang. Here's Mr. Edward. He says 1 Nami. 1 Nami. She's ticking up to 29 out of 32. Nami Manga is definitely going off tonight. That's a really big break. We have Mr. Despacito. He says, give 6 another spot in the Nami. 2 6. 6, one of your boyfriends is trying to give you a spot from Sergio Espinoza. Sergio E, maybe? All right, there it is. Wow, look at this guy. Very cool, Mr. Sergio. All right. Set this down to 30. Okay. 30 out of 32. Wow. 1 spot left here, 2 spots left there. A lot of stuff going on with the breaks right now. 4:10. I do have to wrap up and go now, guys. I have to go to the pharmacy. I'm taking Cares to the pharmacy for some important stuff. And then she's got a thing tonight at like 5 p.m. So nice, so simp. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's simping. we're just teasing Sergio. We don't mind. All right. So it is 4:10 p.m. and these did not finish. So you will probably see them go off tonight in the late night stream. Are you guys going to be there? Mr. My message, please. Oh, let me go take a look at the message. Oh, I didn't see it. Ivan says, can I use my credit to buy the Pokemon Go Venusaur in Discord? Tag 9. Pokemon Go to the polls. Why don't I find it in the nighttime stream? PSA 9 Venusaur. I am very much out of time. Venus, a word that rhymes with penis. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I'm hopping off. I'm late now. I must be going. So tonight, this guy's going off, right? There's 1 spot left. This guy's going off. There's 2 spots left. Nobody's in the new consignment. The Jumbo Pack Break already has 1 person in it, so there's 3 spots in that. Going to be some action tonight, in my opinion. We also have to pick out a new free slab, so we're going to pick out a new giveaway. Maybe it'll be something nice, okay? I hope to see you guys there. I really like Thursday night, so I wouldn't miss it for the world. See you there, everybody. Have a nice night. I sent for a spot in the Nami. Okay, you heard him. So really, there's 1 spot left. I'll see you tonight.